Amidst the vibrant tapestry of Renaissance Florence, Leonora Gray, a proud Romani of the Gray family, reveled in the joy of performance that drove the clan's nomadic existence. They were a troupe of musicians, singers, and dancers, skillfully concealing their underlying nature as adept practitioners of petty theft and con games beneath the guise of artistic expression. Everyone has to find clever ways to make their way in this particular world, and taking a little off the top from the rich who wouldn't really miss it never really seemed to bother the Greys all that much. Recently, however, a relic of ancient power entered their possession. Something called the Luminous Lexicon, an ethereal tome with intricate leather binding and parchment paper that softly glows with an arcane light. Recognizing its significance, the clan elders guarded this mysterious book, said to harbor great power, with utmost secrecy. The book itself was acquired during a daring performance in Florence. A member of the Gray family unwittingly lifted the lexicon from a member of the notorious Borgia clan. As the Florentine guards caught wind of the loss of this rare artifact, Leonora and her husband, entrusted with its safekeeping, sought refuge in the shadows of the Basilica della Santa Cruz, depositing the luminous lexicon in the cold embrace of the tombs beneath. Yet, shadows within their own kin ended up betraying. Ginocchio Greenwood, a recent addition to the clan, and the whirlwind romance that he shared with a new member unveiled a sinister twist. Betrayal crept in, and Ginocchio, seduced by the allure of Italian finery, revealed the clan's sanctuary to the Florentine Guard. The repercussions were devastating. Leonora and her husband, cruelly torn from their toddler, Misha, faced the brutality of a public execution by hanging. Accused of heresy, theft, and a litany of trumped-up charges, their once vibrant performances transformed into a grim spectacle in the town square. As if the separation from their child and her unknown fate weren't enough, as the couple were incarcerated in an altercation with one of the Borgia guards, Leonora's husband laid a curse upon his captor. In retaliation, the guard removed her lover's tongue. When the family, as a whole, was brought to the gallows, one particular figure in Italian finery stood out in the crowd. Ginocchio's new wife, draped in opulence, bore witness to the unraveling tragedy. Her involvement in Ginocchio's betrayal etched into the fabric of Leonora's shattered existence. The vibrant hues of Romani life now obscured by the shadows of treachery, leaving Leonora Gray haunted by the memories of a life irreversibly lost in the heart of Renaissance Florence. And then the floor dropped out beneath her, and there was only darkness. Pardo Benenati. A man of modest means in the bustling streets of Florence, earned a reputation as a miracle worker, a doer of the impossible. In the ebb and flow of life, he took on a myriad of jobs: construction, woodworking, blacksmithing, each task a stepping stone to earn his livelihood. While not hailed the best, Pardo possessed an uncanny knack for getting the job done. A pragmatic artisan whose hands breathed life into the ordinary. Beyond the realm of mere craftsmanship, Pardo emerged as a benevolent caretaker, a figure recognized for extending a helping hand to those in need. Unbound by strict religious affiliations, many regarded him as a healer, sharing his self-crafted concoctions with the ailing and injured, offering solace in times of tribulation. Pardo's narrative took an unexpected turn when he himself fell prey to a severe and deadly case of influenza, a malady that brought him to the precipice of life and death. However, in the cusp of the abyss, Pardo experienced a celestial intervention. An angelic figure visited his bedside, bathed him in a divine light, and delivered a simple yet profound message. Your work is not yet finished. In this sacred moment, an unbreakable bond, a holy alliance, formed between Pardo and his angelic host. Rejuvenated and reborn, Pardo emerged from the shadows of illness as a prodigious inventor in the realms of mechanics and potions. His newfound talents caught the eye of none other than Leonardo da Vinci, who became both mentor and collaborator, sharing castaway ideas that Pardo skillfully brought to fruition. As our tale unfolds tonight, we will find Pardo in the midst of his latest endeavor, a partnership with the undertaker of a cemetery. Together, they labor to birth Pardo's ingenious creation, a crank mechanism designed to assist in the gentle placement of caskets into their final resting places. Oswin Baracus. Oswin Baracus, born in the ancient city of Tyre, Carthage, in the year 89 BC, embarked on a journey that transcended centuries, weaving through the tapestry of history with the thread of immortality. In his mortal days, he carved a path as a seasoned mercenary, a wielder of weapons in the ever-shifting landscapes of power and conflict. The catalyst for Oswin's transition into immortality unfolded in approximately 54 BC. Engaged in a battle whose echoes resonated through the annals of history, he faced his first death on the battlefields of ancient Gaul. Struck down by a formidable adversary, Oswin experienced the agonizing embrace of mortality only to awaken anew as an immortal, a being destined to walk the corridors of time, forever severed from the finality of death. In the years that followed, Oswin's journey meandered through the shadows of history, his immortality intertwining with pivotal moments in the rise and fall of civilizations. During the medieval era, he found himself drawn into the company of a Saxon mentor named Berwin Cantor, a seasoned immortal whose wisdom and experience became Oswin's guiding light in navigating the enigmatic existence they both shared. As the Renaissance dawned, Oswin was inexorably drawn to Rome. The ancient city, a repository of both grandeur and decay, held secrets that beckoned to the itinerant archaeologist within him. Delving into the remnants of forgotten civilizations, Oswin unearthed fragments of the past while concealing his true nature from the mortal world. Rome, however, was but a stepping stone in his immortal odyssey. The currents of destiny have led him to Florence in 1499, a city pregnant with the promise of enlightenment and the undercurrents of shadowy conspiracies. In the heart of this Renaissance crucible, Oswin Baracus once again finds himself entwined in a tapestry of intrigue, forging alliances and confronting adversaries, his immortal existence echoing through the corridors of time. Salvestro Sanudo. Born into the harsh embrace of poverty in the alleys of Florence, he bore witness to the struggles of his family. His father was a humble furniture shop owner, and he fell victim to the merciless tax collectors, his life claimed as payments for debts unpaid. The burden fell heavily upon Silvestro's mother, who, in a desperate bid to make ends meet, turned to a life of prostitution, only to meet a tragic end at the hands of a disgruntled patron's knife. Orphaned and left to navigate the unforgiving streets, Silvestro found himself within the walls of a local orphanage. The echoes of injustice that reverberated through his life fueled a fervent desire for change, a flame that would soon be kindled by an unsuspecting ally. At the age of 16, the Assassin's Brotherhood, a clandestine order fighting against the oppressive tendrils of the Borgia clan, sought out Silvestro. Recognizing his untapped potential, they welcomed him into their ranks. With a newfound purpose, Silvestro took the mantle of the assassin, a silent harbinger of justice against the shadowy forces manipulating the city. Over the years, he honed his skills, blending into the shadows and becoming a master of stealth and subterfuge. In a twist of fate, he managed to reclaim his father's furniture shop, transforming it into a hub for trading information on the Borgia's covert machinations. News of the Romani clan's public execution in the town square reached Silvestro's ears, and suspicion gnawed at his instincts. Smelling the foul stench of conspiracy, he embarked on a quest for truth, following the breadcrumb trail left by the shadows of Florence. His pursuit has led him into the chilling and rainy night in the cemetery, where he has trailed one of the Florentine guards implicated in the Romani family's fate. Maddalena, a vibrant seamstress and midwife in the bustling heart of 15th century Florence, defied societal norms with her loud demeanor and unparalleled skill in her craft. Her claim to prominence reached its zenith when she crafted a beautiful shawl for one of the infamous Borgia daughters for an Easter service. This fateful encounter catapulted her into the echelons of Florence's upper class, a precarious position that she navigated with adept finesse despite her lower class upbringing. Behind the seams and stitches, Maddalena harbored a unique gift, an innate ability to see glimpses of the future, a seer's sight. A secret veiled from prying eyes became her shield in a city teeming with intrigue and danger. With this gift, she covertly aided friends in evading the clutches of the Florence guards and other adversaries, ensuring their safety in the tumultuous currents of the time. Residing in a modest palazzo on the banks of the Arno, Maddalena's home was not just a personal sanctuary, but also a testament to the solidarity among her fellow seamstresses, together with her mentor, Alessandra, a seasoned midwife with a reputation for natural medicines bordering on the mystical. They confronted the majority of the palazzo's costs. Their collective endeavors not only sustained their craft, but also provided a refuge for kindred spirits in the city. And then the cat shows up. Hi, kitty. The tapestry of Maddalena's life became intricately woven with the threads of fate when she crossed paths with Leonora Gray. Engaged in a seamstress project, building a beautiful corset and a flowing black and white dress for Leonora, Maddalena was captivated by the gypsy woman's beauty. In a moment of connection, she read Leonora's fortune through her tarot cards, only to unveil a foreboding prophecy of impending disaster. Try as she might, destiny seemed to conspire against Maddalena's efforts to prevent the tragic events that unfolded. As our tale begins, Maddalena stands alone at the unmarked grave of Leonora, paying homage to a life eclipsed by a destiny that even her gifted sight couldn't alter. The winds of change whisper through the streets of Florence, and Maddalena finds herself entwined in a narrative where her gifts friendships, and the spectral echoes of the past converge in a dance of shadows. The cemetery is veiled in the ethereal mists of this crisp and chilly Renaissance night. Tombstones standing as a silent witness to the passage of time. The rain whispers softly on the ancient stones, each droplet beating a rhythm in the symphony of night. In the heart of the cemetery, Madalena, our seamstress and soothsayer, stands by the unmarked grave of Leonora Gray. The dampness of the earth beneath your feet echoes the weight of your memories, and your eyes glisten with otherworldly knowing as you pay tribute to a woman you barely knew, yet somehow feel responsible for. There's no one left to mourn her. This is the least you can do. Unbeknownst to Madalena, the subject of her moonlight visitation lurks in the shadows. Leonora Gray, recently returned from the grave, finds herself back at what should have been her final resting place. Bathsheba, her feline spirit guide, paces gracefully at her side, her supernatural guardian in the spectral realm. Bathsheba has assisted her in retrieving elements from her life. She wears the very dress that Madalena crafted for her shortly before her untimely demise. A symbol of remembrance and defiance. A crossbow, a whip, and a sword cane that once belonged to her uncle are now a part of her ensemble. As she sits quietly in the shadows watching the woman she could have called friend, she wonders why Bathsheba has brought her back to this lonely cemetery. And then slowly, your attention is drawn to another sound mixing with the gentle fall of rain. As the wind whispers tales of forgotten sorrows, a group of guards have now stumbled into the cemetery. Tipsy from a night of carousing, their laughter mingles with the soft murmur of the rain. Among them, a particular figure stands out to Leonora's heightened senses. The leader, a man you know named as Sandro, the same man who cut out your lover's tongue. Upon his arrival, you are subjected to a series of flashbacks of the horrific moments leading up to your husband's torture. You watch as Sandro and his guards beat him in front of you, questioning him about the disappearance of the luminous lexicon. Your lover calls upon an ancient Romani curse, firing off in a forgotten language at his tormentor and spitting blood in his face. Sandro produces his knife as the other guards hold him down, and he proceeds with his gruesome task. While these visions are going on in your head, Madalena, Sandro and his men have spotted you by the grave. Well, if it isn't the little fortune teller. Heard whispers of your sorcery, woman. Think you can dance with the shadows and cheat fate? What brings you to this sacred ground, witch? Seeking answers in the bones of the departed? Or perhaps you've come to join the condemned in their eternal slumber.
She will turn to him, absorb that, and she just kind of spits on the ground in front of her and says, "Bastardo," which would be Italian for bastard.
Oh, well, she's got a little bite to her, doesn't she, boys? Let's see what the little witch is made of. Hold her down. Salvestro, these are the guards that you have kind of been trailing up until this point. So you are here in the cemetery, not far from the event that is currently taking place. Oswin, what would potentially have brought you close to this area this night?
Well, we've always got the moth that could kind of popped up and made me follow. Otherwise, could have a multitude of friends in this cemetery.
I think, truthfully, the moth at this point, you, in this time in your life, would have never experienced the moth yet. So
okay.
at this point, this will probably be your first meeting with little Saturn.
Then he regularly kind of just walks through the cemetery saying goodbye or hello to his lost friends.
Sure. So you hear this little bit of a confrontation. You hear a woman's voice that spits and says, "Bastardo." And the clanking of armor and the quick pace that follows Sandro's call to his men to hold her down certainly would get your attention. So where I have placed you guys on the map would roughly be about the direction that you would be coming into this scene from. Now, as you noted, I took the liberty of already rolling for the guards. So
it's rather nice of you.
I'll let you go ahead and roll some initiative, but I will kind of bow at this point to Madalena and Leonora, who are really the ones that are probably the closest to the moment. So when the guards begin to make their pace over towards Madalena, what do you guys, Leonora and Madalena, want to do?
Am I behind this crypt, or am I on top of it?
I picture you. You can be wherever you really want. But when I placed it, I was like, wouldn't it be cool if she was just perched on top? And with your particular ability of kind of blending into the shadows, I forget which ability that was.
I can.
I think it's hide in plain sight, right?
Oh, also Shadow Walk.
Yeah, and Shadow Walk
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, hide in plain sight would fit for this. For sure.
And I think Shadow Walk allows you to move from one area of darkness to another within 60 feet.
Yep.
Before initiative happens, Madalena, these two guys are walking up towards you. Is there something that you want to do as they're coming up?
I think in this moment, she doesn't know anybody else is around, so she knows she's outnumbered. And so all she's going to do all she can, which is to back up into like the crypt and reach down to her boots and pull out both knives in each hand. And she just kind of starts waving at the air like, stay back, like trying to do whatever she can to try to fend this off before it gets ugly. And she knows she's in for a losing fight at this point, but she's going to fight for it with everything she's got. So.
Sure. Why don't you make an intimidation roll then?
Okay. I will do that. Oh, I was going to hit that
18. Needless to say, you swinging the knife around, they start walking towards you and they just laugh. And at this point, I think we will probably go on ahead and go. Leonora, since you're right there as well, I'll give you kind of potentially a surprise action if you want it.
Sure. Let me take a shot at this guy, the guard here on the right.
Okay.
With the hand crossbow. And then it's normal, right? Or am I getting the sneak attack advantage?
I think sneak attack for sure, yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Oops. All right. That's certainly... What's that? Oh.
I rolled it, didn't mean to do that.
You. Okay, all right. But you, okay. Leonora did roll, right? Okay, so you got a 20. So that definitely hits. And then now you'll roll damage.
And
that's right next to that, your 1d4 plus 2. And 6, that's good. I think it's the most you can do on that one.
Yeah, I shoot him and I yell out, "Stand down, you bastards!" And then can I have a movement?
And then you've got a bonus action reload, right?
Yeah.
So
So,
make sure and do that as your bonus action.
um, oh, okay. Actually, I have to click on it. Gotcha. Okay.
And if you note, all of you guys will see this on your screen. You see that there's a little glowing ring around Sandro. I think most of you are going to have little signatures that are going to kind of target certain characters for you. And this little glowing ring that's around there is the spirit sight that Leonora would have. So that marks him as like a target for you to complete your vengeance.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So anytime you see that little glowing blue ring around a token, that is going to target them as one of your specific, I got to kill this guy in order to complete my vengeance.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. For my movement, can I kind of come down this the wall, basically down like the crypt to the wall to the ground?
Sure.
I think my movement's 30.
Mm-hmm. And if you click on the ruler and drag it and then hit control and then click, or actually I don't even think you have to click with that. As long as you're holding control and as you're dragging and then you hit the space bar, it will actually move you.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's neat.
Sweet. All right. And then that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Or,
All right. So,
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I don't think I have any other bonus actions.
No, I think that was it.
Yep.
All right, Oswin, comes to you.
Okay. Well, he has no love for the Italians in general, so he finds this fortuitous. So he's gonna take his normal run, and then use his bonus action to dash to get right up to this guard.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to declare a duel with him. It's like,
Cool.
ha!
Okay. All right.
And so I need to know his.
You're gonna break that shit out right off the bat.
Oh yeah. I've got all this stuff.
He's been waiting for this.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what his constitution is.
Okay. Yeah, you get to figure out one thing, right, from him.
One
So
attribute.
Constitution is 12.
And with my action, I will try and run him through.
All right. And I think, give me 1 second here. Haha, yes, I did. Okay, if you go to the journal, there should be something there says dueling tables.
Yeah.
And that has, I think, everything that we need in it to be able to run a duel.
So this is all new to me.
Mm-hmm.
I may not have done the duel had I known that I was going to be studying and reading.
All right, so basically what we do is you are going to select basically a strategy, and that's based off of one of your basic abilities: strength, dex, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, charisma. You pick yours, I pick mine, and then you tell me what yours is, and then I do a comparison on the dueling result table, and then depending on the result, one of the two of us would basically gain an edge in our next action. So using the edge, if you win the edge, you can choose immediately to do one of the two things: increase your defense by +2 until the beginning of your next round, or lower your opponent's defense by 2 until the beginning of the next round. If you don't want to do either one of those, you can say I'm going to hold on to it, and then you can choose to gain advantage on any d20 roll that you make. Give your opponent disadvantage on any d20 they make. Take half damage from your opponent's attack, or change one of your attacks that hit your opponent into a critical hit. And that is found on page 38 of the book, if you want to pull that up.
Okay.
All right, so I've chosen mine.
Okay.
So all you got to do is tell me what ability you're going to use.
Dexterity.
Okay. I also had dexterity, so that's a draw. So neither one of us gains an edge.
Okay.
So it is still your turn. Do you still have an attack?
Well, it was doing the duel and an action, or
No.
okay. Yeah, so I still have an action, so I'm gonna strike him with my rapier. 14.
14 hits.
9 points of damage.
All right. All right. Out of the guards that you've got down there, a couple of them just look like generic, everyday, common guards. There's a few that are in full armor, and one that is particularly large, and that's the brute right here. Sandro looks fairly fancy, like he seems to be, in perhaps the higher echelon and can kind of decorate his garb a little bit more. He's got a long red cape and kind of long-ish hair compared to most of the other ones who have fairly tight cropped hair. The ones that you can see anyway. So the brute actually has initiative next, and he is going to actually take a swing now at Leonora because she is definitely the closest to him. And he has this very large labris, which is kind of a double-headed axe that he swings with a reckless attack, which means he gets advantage on a melee weapon attack. But any attack rolls against him have advantage until the start of his next turn.
Cool. All right. Turnabout is fair play.
And he got a 21 to hit.
That will definitely hit me.
Ouch.
You brute.
And does 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And when the character makes a melee attack, they can choose to suffer a -5 penalty to the attack roll. If they do and the attack hits, deals an extra 5. So he did not do that this time. He took him a little bit by surprise, so he's a little off his guard. After the brute, now we go to Salvestra.
Okay. You said because of what he did, I have advantage on him if I attack him, correct?
On that guy, yeah.
On the brute. Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Silvestro will run across the top of the wall and come up behind him. Am I in his line of sight?
You are not.
Okay.
Especially if you're coming along the wall. You're coming on top of the wall, right? To jump down?
Yeah, to
Okay.
jump down. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Get there. Okay. And as I'm jumping down off the wall, I will take my lovely, lovely Hezbatha
Mm-hmm.
out and come down on him hard.
Now, you have,
Mhm.
you can use your sneak attack.
Correct.
With
I will
that.
use my sneak attack, and since I will also I have advantage on him, I will use my vital strike as well.
Hey. That's
And I think,
No.
as long as the target is anywhere the presence of advantage on the attack roll, effects of sneak attack and leap of faith are applied to this maneuver. If you do air
Correct.
assassination,
Mm-hmm.
so jumping from the height of about 10 feet on that wall will give you the air assassination. So this could be a pretty massive little strike you got here.
Exactly. That was my plan. After I
Yep.
saw him, hit an unarmed woman, I'm taking this bastard out.
I mean, technically,
Okay, so
She's actually heavily armed.
But I know, and I know that. But I'm using that. Okay, so I get. Okay. Yeah. So, and I have advantage.
Ooh, look at that. Natural 20 for the first roll.
Nice.
And since that is a automatic crit, since I am using my favored weapon,
Mm-hmm.
does that is my weapon of Weapon Master. So that is a critical, of course, would have been otherwise.
Yep.
So, and then plus 5d6 critical.
Mm-hmm. And you should be able to add the plus 5d6
Yeah.
in the bonuses there. When
I did.
Oh, holy fuck.
Jesus
Oh my god.
That's pretty, isn't it?
Wow.
Dang.
Well, hold on. It doubled the.
It did. It doubled it.
Doubled
But
everything.
I think it was because of the fact that it was critical, right? Oh, you
Yeah.
added the 5d6 to that.
I did,
correct?
But it doubled everything. So
It doubled to 10d6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Right.
doubled everything. Does that work that way because it's a critical?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Doubles all your dice.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Is he gonna be okay?
No, he is not. And he was my big gun. All right, so out of nowhere, all of a sudden you see this flash of white that just darts across the top of the wall, leaps up to the pillar that's at the end, and then comes crashing down on top of this brute. What are you attacking? You're attacking him with Hepzibah, right?
With that before, yeah.
With the extra little
Mhm.
light that comes
Yep.
out of it. Okay,
Yep.
so with a flaming sword, boom, just drives it right in the weak spot of the brute's armor into his shoulder, and just comes all the way in, all the way down to the hilt on this guy. Just and he stands, doesn't move, loosens his grip on the labris, and it goes clink, 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 clangs to the ground, and then he slowly slides down to his knees as the sword is being drawn out of him as he falls.
Okay.
Leonora
As a
sees
as
this,
a bonus
sees an
action,
angel starts kind of like praying underneath her breath.
as a bonus action, I'm going to activate my Eagle Vision.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, everybody on the map for me now has the enemies would have a red aura.
Yep.
By anybody that is an ally would have a blue, and anybody that is glowing white would be hiding that I can't see, or has information for me.
Okay. All right, and I don't have that activated for these guys, but essentially you can tell who's there and who's not, and who is friend and who is foe.
Gotcha.
So no problem there at all. That was fucking amazing.
I'll just look over at Leonora and go, I chose wisely. You are a friend.
You an angel?
No.
And it is Leonora's turn.
Oh, yeah. She's like an avenging angel sent to help me get justice. Thank you, angel. This is the one who needs to die next.
Merci.
Then she kind of charges at Sandro and pulls the sword from the cane and tries to run him through.
Okay. 10 does not hit.
Nope.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Actually, that was like a 6, right? That he rolled.
Yep.
Or it was he rolled a 12, and still gets the bonuses.
Oh, so that would be 14.
Wait, do what now?
My as foretold thing where I can change a roll.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
got it. All right.
He rolled a 12 and then still gets
Okay,
the bonus.
got it. So that
Yep.
would be a 14 then.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, still misses.
Damn it!
And I don't have any other. I only have one action in the turn. So.
Okay. All right. So then we go to Sandro. He expertly blocks the thrust that you sent at him, and he comes back around with a swipe, aiming across your chest with his sword. Ooh, got a 22. I'm sure that hits.
Yes.
Ooh, 9 damage.
Can I use a bonus action?
I think. Have you used a bonus action this round yet?
I have not. No.
Okay. What do you want to use?
I'll use spend a feel nothing. I can spend a focus point to gain damage reduction of 10 against all damage types until the beginning of my next turn.
Okay. Yep. That's fine.
Nothing.
You feel nothing. And I think he may have a second action. He does. So he does the swipe, and then he comes in for a thrust. 19.
Quit rolling so good.
Sorry. And 4 damage on that one. Once again, feel nothing. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's how that works.
Till the end of your next turn.
Yeah.
Are you trying to convince yourself you feel nothing? Or what's the deal with the 4? You hit the button like 4 times. I guess.
Oh, I was trying to get to take off the focus point. But
you have to go to your focus
and then
on the first page, and then just click that.
I got you. Sorry.
It's all right. All right, so now we go to one of the guards, the one that's closest to Madalena. Right now, he doesn't really see Madalena as a threat because now there's 3 others on the battlefield, and he is going to go his full movement. He can reach Leonora, so he's going there.
Damn, Leonora.
I'm pretty attractive.
And he has an arming sword, and he's going to make an attack with that. Coming for your right leg. Got a 19. And 3 damage, which, again, you feel nothing, so no damage.
It's a very helpful thing to have.
It certainly is.
Yes.
The common guard that is fighting Oswin now is going to try to make a counterattack, and he's got a little rapier. Oh my God! Natural 20.
Nope.
Better step in, Magdalena.
Nope. It's a 3.
Or Leonora.
Chris.
Yeah.
It's a 3.
Okay. Oh, for him, it's a 3.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
cool,
a 3.
Cool,
It's
cool.
No
Okay.
20s for you. Go.
All right, so he makes a lunge forward and then kind of trips a bit and comes down to one knee. We're going to move now to the other common guard.
Those are expended.
Who is going to reach out to Madalena and just grab hold of her like he has been told so that she doesn't escape, but he's got his other sword at the ready. And he's just going to try to grapple you.
Okay.
So you're going to make a contested strength roll. He got a 17.
And that's the one where you just click the your actual number on the left-hand side?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Yep. So he got a hold of you, and then he's just kind of holding the sword out in Leonora's direction, but not making an attack just yet. And it now comes to Madalena.
Okay. So with the hand that he does not have a hold of, can I use the other knife and that to like stab at him?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Let's do that then. And
Stabby.
yeah, make sure I was on the right one.
16 does hit.
Nice. 3 damage.
3 in damage. All right. All right. He's hurting because he actually has an arrow in the knee right now from Leonora's shot. So, yeah, you slice him on his arm. He's still maintaining his grip on you at this point. And from you, then we go to Pardo. And you guys don't know necessarily that he's there. I think Salvestro probably is aware of someone else. But what you do see flying out of the trees is some sort of weird contraption that comes into this area right in here. And it's kind of flying around the Common Guard, the Elite Guard, and Sandro. And it's making this loud buzzing sound. You've never seen anything like this before. And it's probably about maybe 3 feet by 3 feet and has these whirling blades that is keeping it aloft.
Man.
And I'm going to make a wisdom saving throw. Got a 3 for Sandro.
Witchcraft! It's witchcraft! Was he freaking out?
Yeah. He's certainly distracted, without a doubt. I'm going to figure out which one that is. Encumbered. Distracted. There we go. All right. Common Guard. Also distracted. And the Elite. Surprisingly not distracted. So, but these two are currently distracted. The Common Guard actually loosens his grip on Madalena and begins to kind of swat at this thing that's coming at him. And he says, the witch is called a magic bird! A magic bird! And then we go to one of the elites. This guard right here sees what has happened to the brute and is now running over to Salvestro, drawing his sword, and is going to attempt to take a swipe at you. Got a 13. Does that hit?
Yes.
Okay. And you'll take 5 points of damage.
Making sure I don't have anything. No, nothing that's passive.
Okay. And then he's going to follow up with a backhand strike.
Bitch, where's my money?
Got a 15 to hit on that one.
That one would hit as well.
And that's 5 again. So he clocked you a good one. The other guard that's kind of up in the alleyway up here goes to assist his brethren that is fighting Oswin and makes an attack with his rapier. God dang, I'm rolling good. 22 to hit.
That'll do it.
4 damage. And then finally, the other common guard that's way over here is going to run to the back of the crypt over here and kind of reposition himself to try to come in at a different angle. So we come back to Oswin. We're still in the duel.
Yeah, and actually, next time I duel, I actually win ties.
Oh, you win ties?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So right now, he's going to just slice up on the guy that's on his knees.
Mm-hmm. So in that case, then you do have an edge that you can use.
Well, I have advantage already because he's on one knee, right?
Yep. So you can lower his defense by -2, or if you want to change one of your, if this attack hits, then you can do it, turn it to a critical or whatever. So
yeah, I'll make it a critical
mm-hmm.
if I hit.
An 11 does not hit.
Yeah.
All right. Brute's dead. Salvestro.
Alrighty. I just look at the guy that the bitch slapped me and go, really? That is not gentlemanly. And I just take a swipe at his neckline with Hezbollah.
Okay.
And since he has not gone yet, I have advantage on him due to sneak attack. And since I have advantage on him, Vital Strike does apply.
He has gone.
It has not gone this round.
Oh, is it in the round?
I thought it was
Yes.
total combat.
Oh, it is total combat. Rewrite.
Yeah.
Disregard.
Yeah.
Disregard. I see that now. Okay. But anyway, I'm still doing that.
Okay. Oh, no.
It like rolled around there for a second. It looked like even on the animation.
It did.
Seriously.
All right. So you make the. Are you thrusting or taking a swipe?
Taking a swipe.
Okay. He actually reaches up and grabs your hand as you're coming in for it to block it.
Okay.
And he says, "You want to see how a gentleman fights? Then let's do it." And he's going to call a duel. Now, you can either accept that or you can say, "Fuck you, I'm not dueling your ass."
How does a duel work?
Essentially, you will then basically state one of your abilities, your strength, constitution, whatever it is that you're going to be basically using to win the battle of wits, essentially. And then
Okay.
I choose, and then we compare results on the table.
Okay. And what happens if I win?
You get an edge.
And what does that give me?
Lots of different things. You can increase your defense by +2 until the beginning of the next round. Lower your opponent's defense by -2 until the beginning of the next round. Gain advantage on any D20 roll you make. Give your opponent disadvantage on any D20 roll they make. Take half damage from your opponent's attack, or change one of your attacks to a critical hit.
Okay. And if I lose, what happens? They get that?
They get that. Mhm.
Okay. And do my bonus actions still apply if I haven't taken them?
Your bonus actions still apply, yes.
I accept.
Okay. Do you want to take a bonus action?
Not at this point in time now.
All right. So pick your ability that you want to use. I'll pick mine.
Yeah, I'm choosing dexterity.
Okay. He picked Constitution. So then we're going to compare strength. So what is your strength?
My strength is, do modifiers account?
No, just straight strength.
12.
All right. He's got a 13, so he wins on this one. All right. So he has the edge.
Okay.
All right. So Leonora.
So these guys are both distracted. Does that like translate into like me getting advantage on them?
Yep.
Or
You've got advantage.
excellent. All right. Well, keeping my eyes on the prize. I'm gonna try to stab Mr. Glowing Dickhead here. Salvador, whatever. I can't see it. The names are all
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Sardo.
Sandro.
Sandra.
Mm-hmm.
Ropazo over here.
I'm going to double check that real quick as far as how that works with the distract.
Okay, he's not looking at me.
All right, so distracted until the end of the next turn. Okay, you go ahead. Aha, 21 hits.
Nice.
And roll damage. 7. And you were attacking with the sword cane, yes?
Yep.
Okay, how are you going?
He had deflected it basically the first time, right?
Yep.
I'm just gonna kind of come back around and slice him across his chest.
Okay. All right. So the sword makes purchase just on the outside of the shoulder armor. It kind of finds a little weak spot there within, and you see a little bit of blood fly. And it now comes to Sandro, who is going to make an attack on you.
Is he still distracted or is he?
Yep,
No?
still distracted, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
And got a 10 to hit for his first strike, and a 15 for the second.
About 15 will hit.
Okay. 5 in damage.
Okay.
All right, so you hit him with the first one. He winces and says, bitch, and then takes a swipe up, misses with the first, but then comes back down with a swipe to your shoulder and catches you there. The elite guard that is right next to him takes a swipe at you as well. And he's, I think, rolling normal.
Yeah,
Got a 6 and missed with his attack. And we go to the common guard that is on his knee with Oswin. He is going to basically kind of like lay down and take a swipe at your leg with basically like a sweeping kick. He's going to sweep the knee. Got a 14 to hit.
That hits.
And does 2 points of damage with that. And then the common guard is going to take a swipe at Leo, the flying machine, and misses. Madalena. Oh, you're muted.
There we go. Sorry about that. I'm going to use the fact that common guard is distracted to try to finish him off with my knives. Take a couple swipes at him there. God damn it.
8. All right, so you take a swipe at him, and as he's kind of swinging wildly, trying to get at the drone, you just barely miss him in that flurry of action. The drone now continues its distracting move, and these guys are going to have to roll once again a wisdom to try to keep from being distracted. Yep, he's definitely distracted. Sandro is no longer distracted. And neither is the elite guard, so only the common guard now is distracted. The elite guard with Salvestro. So he's got he's got a edge on his attack. So he is going to lower your defense by a -2.
Okay.
Until the beginning of the next round. He takes a swipe at you with the sword. Getting a 22 to hit.
Gotcha. As a bonus action, can I artfully dodge?
Sure, what's that do?
Allows me to dodge, but allows me to make an attack while I dodge.
All right. Oh, I just deleted him. I did not mean to do that.
Is that dodge a reaction or bonus action?
It is a bonus action.
You can't use it on somebody else's turn.
I can't?
No, only reactions.
It doesn't really say. Hold on.
I think that's
the bonus
just...
action is the rule. The bonus action.
It's a feat.
It doesn't matter. It's the bonus action. You have action, bonus action. That's during your turn.
Gotcha.
You lose them if you don't use them.
Okay, so
then I guess what you would need to do is I'm going to whenever you.
So is a dodge action considered a bonus action?
Well, hold on. Just give me 1 second. Let me get my guy back out here.
You're fine.
Dodge is typically an action.
Okay.
Okay, let me get your character up here because it is a feat. I gotta look at that real quick. Okay, so yes, dodge action. Yes. So you would have to say, as an action, I am dodging.
No problem.
Yeah. So yeah, I would, at the beginning of your turn, just state that you are going to take the dodge
action.
and then whenever somebody does make an
Gotcha.
attack on you, then you
Well.
automatically do that. But then you lose an action because of it, where at your rank right now, it's probably not going to be very advantageous for you to do that very often.
Yep.
But I think once you hit level 5, that'll come in handy.
Right.
So we had a long discussion there. I don't think okay, so you take 3 points of damage. There we go.
Already did.
All right.
Because of Rule Boy down there.
Always got to be a rule boy. All right, common guard hiding behind the crypt. I'm going to just check and see really how brave this fucker is. All right, he's got balls. And he is going to reposition himself up to here. And that's his action for the round. And we come back to Oswin.
So this duel happens every round.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now the blue and the gray, if it's all blue, does that mean I automatically win?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to go Dex again.
Okay.
But I get to know his abilities beforehand, right? I can choose one, or is that just?
It's just one. Just at the very
of
beginning, right? Uh-huh.
Okay, Dex.
Okay. And he was going Constitution.
So it's a strength roll comparison. My strength is 8.
Mm-hmm. He wins that one then.
Yes.
I think he's got a 12, if I remember right.
Okay. So I don't get any dual bonuses, right?
13, actually.
I'm going to try and slice him again.
Okay. I think it's probably going to hit. Yep, that hits.
If I roll, okay. Natural, has to be natural. Okay, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. God damn.
Yes. 4. Yeah, that's enough. What's the attack?
I was just slicing him. Oh, fuck it. I'll decapitate him.
All right.
There you go.
Take the head clean off.
Then I'm gonna move. Can't move him. I guess you have to undo the pause game, then I can move him.
Oh, damn. I didn't realize that was on. Sorry about that. I must have accidentally hit the space bar.
I'm just gonna maneuver around him to the others, like around. So I don't get an opportunity attack, but I'm just gonna get the fuck out of the body.
Gotcha.
I believe that's it for me.
Okay. Silvestro.
Thank you so much for moving, Sean.
Still in a duel, so you're going to pick your ability. And let me pick mine. Okay, I got mine.
Can it be the same one, or does it have to be different?
Yeah, it can be the same one.
Okay. I'll stick with dexterity.
All right, he's going strength.
Okay. I'm 15.
Charisma.
Charisma is
Charisma
15.
check.
His charisma is 10.
So
You get the edge.
I get the edge. Gotcha. Okay.
Now, if you can either increase your defense by +2 or lower his by -2, and you have to state that as soon as you win the edge.
Okay.
But any of the others, you can hold on that.
Hold on just a second. I will take advantage.
Take advantage on any D20 that you make.
Yeah, I'll take advantage on my attack.
Okay.
Okay. I am going to move there, so I don't get an opportunity advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, now I'm within 5 feet of Oswin.
Mm-hmm.
So that activates my vital strike, so I get an extra 2d6 on my attack damage on my attack. Okay.
Okay.
So I am going to take a whack at him with Hezbollah.
Whack at him.
At advantage. Beef.
Ugh. All right.
Oh God.
That is a miss.
Why do you have it set so that you are rolling better than us? Do you have
No,
us at a
I
disadvantage?
promise you I'm not.
Because it really seems that way.
We might die tonight, boys.
This coming from the guy who first roll out got a
Yeah,
natural 20
exactly.
and 57
Uh-huh.
points of damage. So
Yeah. I'm not sweating it. I can't die again.
don't talk too soon. It's your turn.
I mean, we are like right by my grave, so if anything, it's super convenient. Got these both of these fuckers on me. Maybe this other guy will be a little bit easier to hit. Well, he's really I don't know. Either way, I'm double teaming these guys. Neither of them are distracted. I should like bust out a titty or something. Um, I'm gonna try to take a swipe at this elite guard. Uh, Reaching for dice. I forgot I'm not actually using dice. So, I feel like this is the problem.
Yeah, you like to roll on your your regular old-fashioned dice, don't you?
Yeah. Um,
Clicky clacks.
so it can do. Do.
14. I think that hits. It does.
Sweet. Not so elite now, are you, fucker?
8. Nice.
10 total, yeah.
All right. So,
You know
so
what? I'm going to
yeah,
go
go
ahead
ahead.
and use the bonus action to kick in that I feel nothing again,
Okay.
just in case.
And you got to spend another focus.
Yep, yep. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Sandro, he's really pissed at this thing that's flying around him. So I think he's going to burn an action to try to swat that thing away while he's got a normal roll on this. And he misses.
Suck it. Suck it,
And
son.
he's so mad at it, he's going to take another swipe. Misses again.
Very upset.
Go to the elite guard, which is right next to him, who takes a swipe at Leonora.
Bring it.
Ooh, 22 to hit and 5 damage, but you soak that.
I feel nothing.
Just over there hacking body parts off of
I
you.
know, really.
Like, 'tis but a flesh wound.
Common guard, I'm going to have him roll a perception check just to see whether or not that he noticed that he was being attacked by Madalena. He does not, so he's going to keep fighting the magic bird in front of him. Oh, and he's at disadvantage. Yeah, he misses anyway, so there you go.
Yeah.
And Madalena.
All right. This time I'm gonna get him. We're gonna take more swipes with the knife here
say
while he's
that.
all distracted.
Right.
Told
There
you I
you
was
go.
gonna.
There you go.
Critical damage. Did you roll
6.
crit?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did 2. It said it did 2. It rolled 2 of them. Yeah, 2d4
Yeah.
plus
Okay.
1. Yeah,
All
it
right.
critted. I just still got a low number, but enough to end him, I think.
Yep. That certainly did it. You stick that right in the side of his neck and it goes out the other side. And he goes down.
Gross.
Let's see here if perhaps Pardo could do something else. For the sake of the narrative, we're going to say that he dashed in last round. And he's going to make another dash action. Well, he really didn't want to get too close. I think I'm going to just bring him in right here. And that's all he's going to be able to do this round. Common Guard with Oswin goes next. As you're moving around, he spins and takes a swipe at your head with this next attack. God damn it, 21.
That misses.
He rolled 2 points of damage. If that makes you feel any better. It's only a flesh wound.
Yeah, but they add up.
They do.
Aiming at your hand.
And then the other common guard is going to come around to the opposite side over here and actually gets into a flanking maneuver in between the other guard and Baracus and also the other elite guard. So now he's got advantage on both Salvestro and Oswin. And he's going to take a swipe at Salvestro. Got a 17.
Yep.
Yeesh.
Ah,
8 points.
bastard.
And it comes back around to Oswin.
Oswin's going to turn to face this new guy, this flanking douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
And screw it. He'll declare a duel with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I want to know what his dexterity is.
12.
Okay. And so we start. I'm going to do quick strikes. So dexterity.
Okay, and he's doing strength.
So it's charisma. I just love doing charisma shits. That's 12.
Okay. And his is 10.
Yay.
So you got it.
Okay.
Lower his
I'm gonna lower his defense, yeah, by 2.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to feint, not like F-E-I-N-T, feint. And I need to roll a d20 to see if it works.
Just picturing this big dude with the sword pack. Oh, tricks them all into. We got it.
I don't know why it rolled advantage, but I'll roll that again.
Is 13, so it hits.
11. hits?
Sorry, 11 does not. Yeah, the 13 did. the 11 does not. Right.
Oh, I reduced his defense by 2.
Oh, you reduced it, so yes, it does. Sorry. Yes, it does.
I was gonna say.
Okay, so I have advantage on this attack.
Okay. All right. It's all you then.
Oh, come on.
Are
What's
you sure,
happening?
Chris?
I swear to God. I swear to God.
That's it.
All right. Another swipe and a miss. All those centuries of all this swordplay just is backfiring.
Exactly.
Salvestro.
Okay. Let me do something real quick. How does disengage work? Does that get me out of it without creating an attack of opportunity?
I think
forget.
that's a
Yes.
full action. Yeah, but yeah.
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 Okay. Yeah, that's what I will do. I will. Let's see. Disengage. Well, no. With quickness, I can take disengage as my bonus action.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm still in a duel with this douchebag, right?
Correct.
Okay. So, do we need to go through that then?
Yep.
Okay.
And let me just pick what he's doing real quick before you tell me. Okay, I've picked.
Me too.
Okay, what you got?
I'm going Constitution.
Strength. So it's a dex
15.
and 12. So you got the
Okay.
edge.
I'm going to reduce his defense by 2.
Okay.
And I will attack him with Hezbollah.
Okay. Target number 12.
Jesus Christ.
My God. Oh, this was supposed to be an easy battle, guys.
No, it's not. Okay. And I will disengage with my bonus action.
Okay.
And I will. Yeah, how do you get it to friggin'.
Hold the
Move with the
control
click.
down
Yeah?
and then hit spacebar. There you go.
Going to jump back up on the wall.
Leonora.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Madalena, you didn't move last time. You could have gotten to a little flanky flank with me here. I was thinking about disengaging to try to flank with them, but I'm just gonna try to take out this elite guard because he looks like he's fairly hurting. So I think I can put him out of his misery here.
Eugh. 6.
Yeah, that's no problem. Oh
Got any bonus actions you want to do?
no.
Sandro, in an attempt to get away from the magic bird, goes to the other side of Leonora and is going to make an attack then from behind, tries to kind of skirt around you and then run you through the back. And got a 14 to hit.
14 just hits.
Okay. And 4 points of damage. And you are not. You take the damage this time, right?
Yeah, I didn't spend the point for it.
Okay. And then he takes another swipe. Oh, it's supposed to be at advantage, but I think that hits anyway. I'm going to go ahead and roll again just in case he gets a
Crit.
All right. Yeah, 22 hits.
Yes.
And 7 points of damage.
Yeah.
Where does that take you?
I was gonna say, yeah, the bonus action I actually have to do. Right.
So you're not down to 0 though, right?
No.
Okay. All right, Elite Guard, who is on the other side of you, is also going to take an attack at you.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
Oh,
done.
that's it. 9 in damage.
And
So now you have an ability, I think, that allows you to immediately stabilize, right? Regeneration, you can spend 1 focus to spend 1 hit die to regain hit points.
yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna do that. It says once during my turn. Does it mean once per round, or it actually has to be my turn? Because it says that it's no action. Like it doesn't. It doesn't take an action to do this.
Okay, here I think this is it here. The reborn body.
I'm a monster.
No, that's not it either. I thought there was something that keeps you from dying.
Well, I mean, vigor.
Give me 1 second. I gotta get the book.
No. Yeah, I was gonna say I think I can just use my regeneration.
If it's the same as me, you revive at the end of your turn. Is that just the same?
I don't think that is actually.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing anything in any of these abilities.
Okay, so yeah, I would say then go ahead and roll the regeneration.
Okay, so
'Cause that's a no action roll.
right. So that's when the focus. To gain hit points, roll a hit die and the Constitution modifier. So
But you should be at 0 hit points though right now.
yeah, 0, and then so I just roll a d10 plus 2.
I did that so that when you roll that regeneration, it should add it.
Oh, I see.
So go to hit dice and just click roll hit dice. All right, so that brought you up to 6.
I should have. Oh yeah, it's possible. Oh, and I did it automatically. Boom.
Yep. Okay. Madalena.
This elite guard here, if I were to go down like this, like, and then pop up behind him there, would I have advantage on an attack flanking him like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In that case, before I do that, I also want to see, can I use like my bond with Saturn kind of to like direct him to go to one of the common guards that's dealing with Oswin and like flit around as a distraction, kind of like Leo is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's gonna do that. He's gonna move. Let me double check his movement because I know he's got it.
You got 30 feet.
Oh, 5 feet. He's 30 feet. Okay. All right. He's 30 feet too. Okay. So I think he can get to. Yeah, he can get to the. Actually, you know what? Let's do it to Sandro. We'll do it to
Okay.
Sandro.
Okay.
So Saturn will just move over there and kind of flit around him and try to land on his face. Oh, it's so tiny. I can't get its clip. There we go. Oh, go over there, you little jerk.
I got him.
There he goes. Thanks, buddy. Okay, so then Madalena will move down behind the elite guard and attempt an attack with her. She actually is going to drop her knives on the way and unsheathe the machete and go with that because she's got that as well. Advantage. Sweet.
There you go. All right. Go ahead and roll damage. Yeah.
My strength is shit.
Well, you got him.
Kind of. Technically you got him.
And Pardo is going to finally just get brave. He saw that the poor woman over here is suffering a bit, so he's going to move in. And he is going to cast a guiding light over top of you. Is that right? Maybe not guiding light. Let's see what else we got. Okay, Nature's Blessing. I'm going to spend a genius point to do that. And you get temporary hit points, 2d6, plus the wisdom modifier. 2d6 wisdom is plus 3. Oh, what a fucking bullshit that is. Well, you get 5 more hit points at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lord.
Oh, and I checked for the reborn body. It just says that I do not die and I don't have to make death saving throws.
Okay. I knew there was something in there. Yeah, I just couldn't remember exactly what it was under.
So I guess I would just be like at 0. I'm just in torpor until I get hit points back.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think so. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a good way to describe it, I believe. All right, so now we go to the Common Guard against Oswin. Takes a swing with the sword, gets a 9 to hit. That's a miss.
Miss.
And which one is that? That's the other one that you're fighting.
They do have advantage, by the way.
You've got advantage?
No, they have
Oh,
advantage because they're both flanking me.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Thank you, rules boy.
Yeah.
Well, also the rules. I
Yeah,
didn't
no,
know.
I know. Yeah.
I get plus 2 to my defense against melee attacks.
Okay.
So that's 17 hits.
All right. 2 points of damage.
It is death by 1,000 cuts for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Oswin, show us what you're made of now. Call karma.
Right.
We can do that.
Okay.
Duel.
Well, I'm dueling with the guy up top anyway, so let's.
Yep.
I'm going to do my my quick strikes again, so it's dexterity.
Okay. Well, and I mean, you can choose anything, even though you're doing quick strikes. Doesn't matter. For the duel, you can just say, "Well, I'm going to use wisdom instead." So that's up to you.
Yeah, with the dexterity, there's no auto win for him, so I might use Constitution, but I'll use Constitution, sir.
Okay.
Relentless pressure.
All right. So he does Constitution as well, and it's a tie, but I think you win that.
We still have to. Well, we have to roll off still, I guess, because I don't know what that means with the slash of blue and.
His Constitution is 12. What's yours?
14.
Okay, so you win that one.
Okay. Reduce his defense by 2.
Okay.
Please.
Oh shit. Something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not that it's been helping so far, but
But I'm going to use my bonus action to feint again,
Okay.
so I have advantage.
oh my.
17.
Okay. And that hits.
10 points.
All right.
Guy on top.
All right, you run him through.
Yay.
Yay.
And that's it for you, right?
Believe so.
Okay. Salvestro.
Is Sandro aware of where I am?
There's no way really for you to know. Well, you need to know that for what you're about to do, correct?
Correct. But basically, I'm going to do an air assassination on him.
Mm-hmm. He is not aware of you.
Okay. Alrighty. So I am doing an air assassination on him. I was going to do it anyway. So since he is not aware of my presence, that activates the sneak attack. So I have advantage on him. And so I'm going to come down on him with Hezbollah.
19 hits.
19 hits. Since I have sneak attack, that gives me an extra 3d6. Right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Now,
Here we go.
Hold on. If you're attacking, okay, but you rolled. What did you roll? A 16. Okay, all right. So never mind. If that had been a natural 19, you would have.
Yeah,
gotten
exactly. If it was a
critical.
natural 19, it was a crit, but no, it's not. 18 would have been, but not 16. Okay, so 3d6.
18, right?
A lot of time.
Nice.
All right.
That's what's up.
Oh yeah.
And that will put me down there.
So why not be behind him? We'll be flanking. Great.
Yeah, I mean, technically, probably because of the angle that you were coming in at, you would either be here or here.
Okay. Wherever.
So if you want to flank him, just to give both of you guys advantage on him, that would probably be.
I already had
advisable the way
advantage
we've
on
been
him.
rolling. Well,
Guarantee it.
There, yeah. Fuck.
there you
We're in a state with our health over here.
go. Okay, Leonora.
And he still has that much health left.
He does.
Yeah, I know. I'm not happy about it either.
Drinks a lot of milk.
I'm kind of bolstered now that I see that my avenging angel has joined the fray here. So I'm gonna turn to face Sandro as well. And try to
Oh,
slice
didn't mean
his,
to do that.
slice his throat with my sword cane here.
And you've got advantage. 17 hits.
Yes.
Excellent.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
We're getting there slowly but surely.
All right, so you were going for the throat. He kind of dodged just a little bit, and you caught him on the jaw.
I am going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and use the other focus to regenerate.
The bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll another hit die. So it's another 4 points for me.
Oh, it's no action. So yeah, okay.
Yeah. So,
Okay. There you go. You're looking a little better.
yeah. That'll be my turn.
Anybody got a healing potion?
Pardo might. Okay, Sandro, now you've cut him. He's like, that's the last time you cut me, bitch.
Hey Chris, keep in mind he's got a moth persistently flying around his nose, eyes, and face.
Right. I'm gonna make a
Also, Leonardo's still there.
check for him. 16. He is not distracted.
Okay, damn it.
What about by the other one?
Same. I mean, that roll would count
Yeah,
for
that
both of them.
Yeah, I figured as much.
All All right, so he's going to make one attack on Leonora. Got a 12, which misses, correct?
Yes.
And make a second. And a 13 misses, right?
Yep.
Okay. The elite guard that you're also facing off against felt the little prick in his in his back, and he swings around with an elbow to Madalena. Yeah, got a 5, missed. And Madalena, it's your turn.
Okay, and
I think you're forgetting about one of these elite guards.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's not in the mix there. He
that's
was the
right.
one
You
that I
added him back in.
deleted. Yeah. All right, I'll get him back in there. Thanks for reminding me.
See, I can suck up to the GM too.
All right.
You all are too nice.
where's this elite guard we're adding back in? What did I miss here?
It's this guy here. He was the one that I
Oh.
accidentally deleted, and then when I
Yeah.
put him back in, he didn't reactivate in the combat tracker.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Okay, yeah, Madalena's gonna yeah, she's just gonna continue to use that machete to try to keep this guy distracted and try to cut him down. But I ain't gonna do it.
You have advantage though.
Yeah, where you're flanking.
Oh, is it still okay, even though he okay, I got it.
Okay.
Let me roll again then, see what happens. Oh, you bastard.
Oh no.
All right.
Okay.
Fair enough.
11 both times.
All right. Pardo is going to. Oh boy. Ugh, this is going to be rough.
He's an intellectual. He's not a fighter.
Yeah, he's going to go on ahead and just make the move to get close to Salvestro, which causes an attack of opportunity on him from the elite guard. Yeah, and that's going to hit. Oh,
Yeah.
I got a 9.
Good.
All right,
Fuck that old man up.
he did. So Pardo moves towards Salvestro, and as he goes, he gets sliced up the back, and he activates the Nature's Blessing once again by spinning a genius. So 2d6 plus the bonus. You get 13 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Or who does?
That's Salvestro.
Oh, wait.
So
Okay.
on your sheet, you've got temporary hit points off to the side.
Yep.
And Dragon, that's probably where you should have put those extra points for yourself. But I forgot to mention that. So it goes into temporary, not into current. But that's okay at this point. It doesn't really matter.
I look at the old man and I go, "Thank you very much, but have you never fought before?"
It is not my style.
I shall teach you.
Common guard with Oswin. This is you're not in a duel with him.
No, not yet.
Not yet. He's gonna make an attack then with his sword. Got a 20 to hit.
Good, 20. You're on fire with these rolls.
I am. And 6 points of damage. And the elite guard that has just been trying to figure out what he's going to do.
Since I disappeared in front of his face.
Yeah.
um,
He pulled a McConnell there for a second.
runs towards Madalena and basically attempts to tackle you.
Okay.
And roll a either strength or athletics.
It's not gonna go well. I will go with athletics. At least there's no minus to it. Damn, so close.
Ooh, that was close. All right, so he has you tackled, and his intent is to basically kind of pull you away to about right there, and basically kind of get you on the ground.
Okay.
Is what he's basically doing here.
Fresh.
And it comes to Oswin.
All right, I'm using dual Constitution.
And Dex on my end.
Strength. Motherfucker. 8.
And his is 13.
Yeah.
Okay. It's your go.
Okay.
And I think he's going to lower your defense by 2.
Well, he's got the feet too. All right. Okay. Reduces my what by 2?
Defense. You don't have to do anything. Just let me know when I make the attack.
All right. I'm gonna feint. Get advantage on my attack roll.
19 hits.
9 points.
Nice.
All right. So you just come in and push into him and just slice him in the gut. You've got the sword actually in him at this point.
That's all.
Okay. Salvestro.
Okie dokie. I will be attacking
Sandro.
Sandro with Hezbollah. So I'm flanking, so I have advantage. It's a 16 hit.
16 does not hit.
Bastard.
Yeah, some bullshit.
Yep.
You just missed, though.
I figured as much. Okay.
So he kind of he looks over his shoulder just as you're coming in and just sidesteps just enough.
Mm-hmm.
Any bonus actions?
Nothing that'll do me any good.
Okay. Don't forget, though, everybody, and Dragon, you probably don't even know this. If you do not use a bonus action, you do have an offhand attack that you can utilize.
What?
Yeah, you can utilize an offhand attack.
Oh, shit. I didn't. Okay. I thought that was another action.
You just don't get the bonus for damage.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So I can take an offhand attack against him?
You can, yeah.
Well, I'll do that then.
If you have 2 weapons and they have to be light, I believe.
Yeah, light
have
weapon or just a fist. You punch or a kick.
I have my hidden blades.
Get in.
So my retractable blades.
Mm-hmm.
So I will do that. And it's offhand, but I'm at advantage, so it's normal, right? Because it would be disadvantage if it's offhand.
That's correct, because you're
But I'm at
flanking.
advantage, so it's normal.
Yep.
That doesn't hit either.
15 does not hit. All right, so, oops, I just skipped. We go to Leonora.
Okay, well, I kind of changed things a little bit. All right, well, I'm going to kind of reach out to swipe with my sword at old dude here, since I still have advantage on him. I keep wanting to reach for dice that aren't there. Take a bit to get used to. Sword cane to the face.
There you go.
There we go.
There you are. 11. Ooh. So close. You're
And
very, very close.
then with like offhand attack, I'm just gonna kind of spin around and like kind of roundhouse kick him.
Okay.
So that's just unarmed strike,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just regular.
Yep.
Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a-
All right, so you actually run him through like the mouth and just cut like his cheek completely open, and he comes down to his knees as you're coming around with the roundhouse kick, and that's why you ended up missing there.
It's funny because I was planning on cutting his tongue out.
Mm-hmm. And it is his turn.
Saturn's
so
still in his face.
he has dropped, and he thrusts his sword up towards your torso. Oh, hold on. We're not going to count that because I got to roll for distraction here.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, come
Okay.
on.
Yeah, not distracted.
He is laser focused right now.
And good thing.
Missed.
So he missed. But he's got a second attack.
He does. You that bastard and all.
Got a 20 on that one.
That will hit.
And 10 points of damage.
All right.
The elite guard behind you takes a swing. Nope, hold on. I keep forgetting about the distraction. Nope, not distracted.
Also laser focused.
And hits.
Yep. He only has one attack though, so that's so.
Yep. 3 points of damage there.
They're like, bitch, stay dead.
Madalena.
Okay, so I'm tackled on the ground. Is there a way for me? I mean, I assume I'm still holding the machete. Is there a way for me to like reach out, like try to sidestep, like if he's on top of me like this, and I'm stabbing him like that, like with the cross, is that possible?
Yeah.
The way he's got me.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right, just
yeah.
make it.
Mhm.
Okay, all right. Yeah, yes, that's what we're gonna try to do. Oh yes,
There you go.
right.
Okay.
Okay. I gotta get a good it's -1 to all these. Come on, it's got to do something. It can't just be I hit him but didn't do any damage. That's insane.
Patted him on the back with it.
It just glances off of his armor.
God damn it!
Yeah. He's armored pretty much head to toe.
All right, that's it for me.
Salvestra one more time. He's burning his genius points. I forgot to spend it last time.
Yeah, I'm out of focus points, so that's the low level curse. You gotta try to make it to the high levels.
And Leonora, you get 7 more temporary hit points.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Maybe.
Yeah.
He's got 1 more in him.
We'll see what happens this round.
All right, Common Guard over here. He's got all right, so he did the -2 to your defense.
He's trying to become immortal himself.
Mm-hmm. Aim for the neck.
You got a 17 to hit,
God damn it!
6 in damage. And the elite guard on Madalena, he pretty much has dropped his sword by his side, so he's just going into a punch fest to try to take you out.
Aww.
You see, call that ground and pound.
That's right. Yep, 6 to hit. That doesn't
And
hit.
breaks his knuckles on the ground. I hope.
That would be a 1.
All right, Oswin.
Did the guy on me miss? Or
Oh no, he caused you 6 damage.
Yep, 6.
Hey!
Yeah.
We're in a lot of trouble.
Pardo, get your ass over there.
He ain't got life to soak shit up either.
also, when I do the starting a duel, I can say that, but they both have to agree to a duel for it to actually take place.
Right.
So,
Mhm.
Common Guard has to agree to it.
Yeah, he agreed.
He was down. He was down the clown.
Okay, I'm going to choose Constitution.
I chose Strength.
So my dex is 16.
He's got 12.
Okay. I'm going to reduce his defense by 2.
Okay.
Can use my bonus action to faint.
Mm-hmm.
My stars. Yes, I'm gonna do that every time.
Did you have advantage?
No, I have to roll for the
Oh,
feint to get
got
the
it.
advantage.
Got it.
10 doesn't hit, right? So, well,
Sure.
it would be a 15. So I had +5 to hit.
Okay, yeah, so that hits.
Okay, so I have advantage on the attack.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hate these fucking yellow dice.
Yeah.
That's right out there.
The good thing is though you do hit with that. So
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Real dice for real people, damn it.
11 points.
there you go.
Good night.
He goes down.
Fucking time.
He's a pesky little fucker, wasn't he?
They're all pesky little fuckers.
Yeah, so serious.
All right, Sandro.
Alright.
I'm after
Sylvester.
all.
I'm sorry, Sylvester.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm after all.
Sorry.
So Sandro is down, but he's not out, right?
He is not out.
Yeah,
He's on his knees.
Gotcha. Okay, I will go after him then.
Oh, shit.
15 doesn't hit him, does it?
Does not hit.
Alrighty, so with my bonus action, I'll go after I'll do the blade.
Oops.
Ah! Don't tease
Wow.
me like that, you little bitch.
Wow. All right, Leonora.
She just screams, "Die!" and tries to like plunge the sword down into his chest. Is he still kind of like on one knee or whatever?
Yep, still on his knees.
Put you down there. Suck it. That's what he says. Hey, he sucks.
There you go. Yep.
Boom.
Yeah, all right.
Plunge it basically like through his like mouth or well, through the neck and then out the back.
All right, yeah. So you get him straight through, and it drives into the stonework underneath, impaling him essentially to the ground. Now, you can not right now probably, but you do have the force experience.
Oh, I do.
You might take a look at that because that might be something in one of your targets that you might want to do from time to time just to kind of finish them off. Now, in this particular case, that could have been this attack action if you want to spend your focus point.
I don't have any focus, but I
You don't
thought
have anymore. Okay. All right.
I thought about that earlier actually
Gotcha.
because
Okay.
it's a really cool ability.
Mhm. Okay.
I kind of burned through my focus.
All right. So he's dead. We'll go to.
Oh wait, I saw the an attack.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
Basically, I yell at him to die, and I kind of run him through, and then I'm just going to kind of lean back to try to kick the elite guard to get him off my back.
Good. And make sure you're doing that under offhand.
Right.
You just click offhand next to unarmed strike.
Mm-hmm. Oh, offhand, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's like a lever. It's like a toggle, basically. I got you.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Hey.
It hits.
Oh yeah. And that's just yeah. Like I said, I was just trying to kick him away from me.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll damage there. Yeah,
that's
well,
about right.
Yeah, you got him.
More of like a push, but yeah, I'll take it.
Not push.
All right, Madalena. Or no,
Madalena.
Sorry, I just accidentally skipped. It goes to him, to the guard
okay.
that she just kicked.
Get.
He's actually going to try to kind of block the kick, even though he took the damage to it. He's actually going to try to hit you in the thigh.
Okay.
And got a 14 to hit.
That just hits.
Okay. And you take 2 points from that.
Okay.
All right, now Madalena. Sorry.
Madalena's not going to worry too much about this guy on top of him on top of her at the moment, and use her blessing of fortune for Let's go with Silvestro. So he can add a 1d4 to his next attack roll or saving throw.
Okay. What's your range on that?
It's 120 feet.
Got it.
And that's all. That's an action, so that's all I can do on that turn.
Okay. Let's see. Pardo comes over to Oswin, and he says, "You look like you need my assistance too. Unfortunately, this is all I've got."
And he spits in your face.
And you get 9 temporary hit points.
Just breathe air from my lungs.
And if the
Yeah.
temporary hit points are the same as DD5E, they're not stackable. They replace it.
They
Okay.
replace it.
So yeah, if somehow I get a 7 temporary hit points the next time, I don't get 16. I just go down to 7.
Oh, okay.
They replace each other and not additive. But
That's
I don't
okay.
know if that's the case.
Okay.
And beyond,
I'll look
I
into
would think
that.
so.
Yeah, I'll look into that. All right. Then we go to the guard that's on Madalena. Takes another punch. Ground and pound. 16 to hit.
And that just hits, I think. Yeah, it does.
Wait, so real quick, if that's the case, when you lose hit points, can you choose where to take them from?
they always go off the temporary hit
first.
points
go.
first.
Temp first, yeah. Okay, back to Oswin.
Oh,
Okay. He's going to run up and flank douchebag here, who's decided to be a douchebag.
He could have been anything. He chose.
So yeah, he's gonna faint, although he's not even looking at him, right? So he doesn't need to. He's also flanking, so I'll just attack him.
Or will you?
I think that
13.
hits.
13.
It does.
There
11,
you go.
Ah,
11 points.
there you
That's
go.
what's up.
All right, so you catch him in the back, and I'm going to make a strength roll for him just to see if he maintains hold.
Of what? His bladder?
No, he loosens his grip on Madalena. And do you want to take a bonus? Do you have a bonus action?
I can do it. No, I don't have an extra weapon. So, well, I can hit him with
Yeah.
with my fist.
With your
Punch him in-
fisty fist.
Punch him in the back and punch him in his kidney.
Right in the back of the head.
Do a pommel strike.
11.
And that one does not.
I
All
think
right.
I've rolled in double digits. All
Mhm.
right.
Salvestro.
Silvestro, now that Sandro is down, Silvestro will come around and get in between all these guys. He will. So yeah, he's gonna go for the guy up between him and Leonora. Since Leonora's looks like she's in pretty bad shape. So that will put me at advantage with Hezbollah.
Hey,
20.
natural
Don't even
20.
need that 1d4.
That's a crit. Plus, since I am at advantage, Vital Strike goes into effect, so that gives me an extra 2d6. So he's probably gonna die.
He's gonna die. He's done. But yeah, he's done.
So much died.
Is that Leonora's or Madalena's?
The one between me and Leonora.
Okay. I forgot to use my splat marks. There we go.
That's cool.
All right, we're down to one guard. Leonora, it's your turn.
Oh, and everybody's just kind of dogpiling this guy down here, right?
I think so.
Um, I guess I'll move about here, and then take a shot at him with the crossbow. Yeah, I can.
Don't miss.
Yeah, I never miss. What are you talking about?
Would I be able to
famous
see this
last
happen?
words.
Would I be able to see this happening?
Make a perception check. There you go. First 20 of the night on a perception check for you.
Thanks.
Yes, you see it coming.
Okay.
And it's,
What?
That's why I used it. That's why. That is why. Because defensive reflexes, if I'm hit by a ranged attack that I'm aware of, I can use my reaction to block the attack and take no damage.
okay, so I'm going to roll a 1d4. If it's odd, it's Oswin. If it's even, it's Silvestro.
Yes.
Odd. There you go.
Woohoo!
I take
All right,
no
so you see it
damage.
coming, and you just slice the arrow out of the air.
Nice.
And you're like, I'm on your side.
My bad. Or well, she doesn't say my bad. She does say, "Get out of the way."
He looks back and kind of just
And as a bonus action, I'll reload.
Okay. Madalena.
Madalena's going to scramble to her feet since he let go of her and stand up with that machete in hand and just try to run him through. And as he is, I forget exactly what's going on with him right now. This isn't at advantage, is it?
Yes, it is.
It is. Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Cool. All right. I couldn't remember what was happening there.
There's definitely flanking.
Oh, come on, dude.
I cannot. The strength, the -1 on strength fucking kills me.
Yep.
Yeah. Same way with Papo.
All right. Yeah. So swing and a miss again on that one.
Oh well, no, never mind.
You do have the bonus action if you
Mhm.
want to do an offhand strike.
Well, oh yeah, I guess I could just punch him in the face. Yeah, that's fine. I was like, to drop my knives earlier. I still gotta go pick those up, but let's just punch him in the face. Why not?
Fly on the nuts.
This has been going so well tonight that it can't possibly be any worse. Oh my God! There we go.
Oh
A
yeah.
critical punch
I
in the
missed
face.
with the sword, but I'm gonna deck him in the face real hard.
Yeah, since he likes to punch ladies. Fuck that.
3 points of damage.
Yeah,
All
he
right.
takes it on the jaw.
Wait, did you roll critical on that damage?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh, it's crit. Oh, I did not roll crit.
So it'd be 6 then, right?
Okay. Yeah. It said doubles. Then yes.
and
I was gonna say I
also
wish I'd have killed him. That would have been hilarious.
You also have to switch it to unarmed strike. I mean, offhand,
Oh,
because you don't get the bonus. You don't get the bonus on
Ah.
damage.
Oh,
I think
that's
it was,
right, yeah.
wasn't it?
Oh,
Hold
so,
on,
then,
let me
then
look.
he,
So there
then he
wouldn't
gets
be the
2 more
bonus on
back. There we go. He's very confused, but
Oh.
he did take damage. He
Yeah,
took a little bit more, and then he got better. Okay, Pardo. All right, he's going to send Leonardo swooping in around to the other side of that guard, and he's going to oh, what the hell? We're going to do this. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I rolled the wrong thing. Is that it? That would be an advantage. Hey, look at that.
Post.
Okay, so Leonardo comes around the side and buzzes around, and then you hear this a shot ring out, and it shoots that guy in the head and explodes his head.
What the hell?
Damn. Where was that 10 turns ago?
Yes. Yes. Sylvester just turns and goes, "You could have done that the entire time."
You all were doing so well.
What were you watching?
Yeah, Lenora spits a little blood, and she's just like, angels and wizards have come to my resurrection.
And Madalena is like surveying the battlefield. Her eyes are like locked on Leonora, and she's just from across. She's like, "How are you? How did you?" And then she's stunned into silence.
I kind of run over and embrace you.
And I'm doing one of those things where like I'm letting it happen, but I'm like,
And I say,
What is going on here?
I'm so glad for at least one familiar face.
Oswin's going to go up to Pardo, just walk up to him and say, "You, sir, my guardian angel. Thank you."
It is my pleasure. I heard the screams, I heard the shouts. This is certainly not what I normally do, but anything that I could do to help a poor woman in need. But it looks as though these women can certainly take care of themselves.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to bring this up, but the shot that our little birdie friend there was quite loud. I'm sure it has alarmed some people around us. So perhaps we should get away from this location and regroup. I'm interested to find what you were all doing here.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I was attempting to help the undertaker here at the cemetery. I know of somewhere where we could go and be out of sight in case someone should come around to investigate all of these dead bodies.
Is there an open crypt or anything around here? Looking at it real quickly.
Yeah, this one right here is open.
Gotcha. Perhaps to spare us a little time, we should drag these bodies into that crypt real quick.
I say, here, use mine. Unless there's like, or was this just?
Yeah, I think that's yours. Yeah.
Yeah. Unless my family are in there, or like, is the rest of my family in there, or is it just for me?
I think that probably the rest of the family was there too. Yeah.
Okay, well then never mind. I won't do that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll start dragging the bodies towards the crypt that was pointed out, not Magdalena's.
While he's doing that, I am going to kind of
Or
walk.
Leonora's, whichever one.
One person.
And there's kind of a stone tablet that is kind of sitting next to it, and with several of you working together. Once you get the bodies stacked in there, you can probably lift it up and close it. Fortunately, with the rain that is coming down at this point, the blood on the ground is beginning to wash away as you guys are picking up the bodies.
I won't pay attention to anybody else, but Sandro, I will search Five Finger, anything I can find off of him while I'm hauling his body.
Gotcha. He had a longbow kind of strung across his back. He obviously never got a chance to actually use that. And then he's got his sword. It's a nice, just basic sword, but nothing too special about it.
Gotcha. Anything in his pockets, notes, anything like that?
No, but you can roll an investigation.
That I will do. And I find nothing.
Okay.
These dice tonight have been landing on a number and then like,
Yeah.
and then just like flipping over. Like,
That's why I think he's got it rigged against us tonight.
I'm like, what momentum did that have to do that?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Well, Pardo says, well, now that we have this mess cleaned up, I suppose we should make haste and quickly retire.
Yes.
Come this way. I know where the Undertaker lives, and I'm sure he will give us shelter at least for a little while. He's a good man. And then he kind of takes off in the direction that he had come from originally.
Okay.
Pardo leads you guys through the cemetery, and you come upon like a little house that's kind of down a hill on the far side of the cemetery. It's tiny, but there's a little shed out back as well. He runs up to the door, bangs on the door, and he says, "Alfonso, Alfonso." And this little short, like Danny DeVito size Undertaker kind of comes out and he's like, "Yeah, what? What do you want? Who are all these people? Uh, they are new friends. We seem to have had a little small altercation in the cemetery. We need somewhere just to bunker down for a little while. If it's all right, may we use your shed out back?" Well, I don't know nothing. You go, but don't make too much noise. I don't want no trouble here. We will be quiet. I promise. Thank you, Alfonso. Thank you. Come. We will go. And he leads you back to this like tool shed in the back. It's maybe about 20 by 20 square feet. But enough room for you guys to actually get in there and kind of sit. In the middle of this room, there's this contraption that has a bunch of gears and cranks and stuff on it, and it's kind of oblong, rectangular shape made out of brass, and it looks like it's got like these pulley systems on it, and Pardo kind of leans up against it and pulls himself and kind of sits on top of it and kind of winces a little bit at his back as he does so with the big gash that he got during the fight. And he says, "Boy, is this what you all do all of the time? I do not like it."
I don't think anyone likes it.
Are you used to
Depends
just
on who I'm doing it to.
You fought well. Where do you
So
come
did
from?
you.
I tried to. He's cleaning off
Madalena.
his sword.
Madalena speaks up and says, I suppose some thank yous are in order. I don't think I would have survived this night if all of you hadn't intervened, but Leonora, I still don't," and she turns to her and is like, "I still don't understand. How is it that you walk among us? How are you here?"
Oh,
I'm not sure, but I know that anger and fury is fueling me. What happened to me and mine was not right. I know that I cannot rest in peace until there is justice.
so you are the woman that they hanged?
Yes, she kind of grabs her throat. Yes, me and my family. Because of those Borgia pigs, scum. I will not rest until they are all killed.
Well, you kept your head, which is probably the most important thing. Osman looks around and says, so, introductions all around. You, with the butterfly. What's your name?
She says, I am Madalena, a seamstress here in Italy. I forgive me, I'm overwhelmed at the moment. Who are you? And I thank you for helping me, but what were you all doing there tonight?
Well, at times, I walk through these crypts and graves, saying goodbye and hello to various friends that I knew. That was my intention. This all happened, well, let's just say it was not my intention. But it looked like there was need of my skills. So I came in.
And she kind of mutters to herself and says, I foresaw none of this.
Leonora perks up. Madalena, what of my child? Surely they didn't kill her as well.
Okay. There's been a lot going on tonight.
Mhm.
She's dead, right?
No, the child. Well, you probably
I don't
know, but
Okay.
you might be able to figure it out with with some of your powers.
Yes. Okay.
So, but just having the knowledge of it, you don't know.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I kind of like pause for a moment and I say, I don't know what to say, Leonora. I wish I knew. I don't know.
Leonora just kind of lowered her head for a second. I will find her. And she's like, I will find you, my child. Like,
And-
letters.
Yeah, Madalena walks over, puts a hand on her shoulder, and says, I do not know how you are here, but I will help you in any way I can.
Says, I think the cat guided me back.
Cat?
Where is she? And she kind of looks around for Bathsheba.
And you didn't see her follow you, but walking out of the shadows of the corner of the room, a cat kind of walks out into the center of the room and then sits at your feet.
She'll pick it up and just kind of hold it.
Saturn curiously flits around it and it knows it has the cat's attention, but is quite curious.
And Leonora, the cat, speaks to you and tells you, tell them about the man that took your lover's tongue.
Sandro, that poor excuse for human flesh. And she starts kind of muttering loudly about how he tortured my love and betrayed us. Oh well, he didn't betray us. What the fuck? Juan, what was it?
Ginocchio.
Ginocchio. This is all his fault. This is all because of that book.
Leonora. Sandro, was he one of those out there?
Yes, he is the man I killed.
And this book you speak of is something bad or something good?
It is it is a somewhat powerful artifact. It's a magic book, right? What's the deal with it?
Powerful artifact, and I mean, it's hard to say magic, but I mean, within the context of the Romani, they would probably see it as magical, yes.
Yes, this tome of our people has magic and properties. They coveted our powers.
I see. So someone will be following you for it.
What is the name of this book?
Luminous Lexicon.
Luminous Lexicon. And they have already stolen it.
Does that mean anything to me?
You can make a probably wisdom check. I don't know if there would be anything else that would feed into that.
Yeah, she said we acquired the book from a person who didn't need it anymore. Let's say that's kind of what set off this whole storm.
Got a 12.
It doesn't necessarily ring a solid bell for you, but there's a little tingle. But it rings enough to want to find out maybe more about the book, about its properties, what makes it magical.
So you were in possession of this book?
Yes, we were trying to keep it hidden, and then we were betrayed. But as far as I know, they have taken it back.
Who is they?
Oh, the Borgias.
Hmm.
Are you familiar with the house? This family in Florence.
Oh, very aware.
Bastards and thieves.
And Leonora, you know where you guys hid the book, and that the guards, the Borgia specifically, were one of the information they were trying to extract out of you and your husband was where that book was, but neither one of you actually gave them that information.
Oh,
So it
okay.
is possible that they may not have gotten it, but it's been probably more than a week at this point, maybe since the execution.
So then, well, we hid it, and as far as I know, it is still hidden. Once we have a little, I guess, time to recoup, we can seek it out. But this experience has been much.
Interesting.
Well, you came back from the dead. That was much, no? So this has got to be.
Yes, I feel I've lost my mind. This can scarcely be real.
What I saw, it's very real.
So this is your first time coming back from the dead?
Yes, I suppose, Christ-like all of a sudden.
Perhaps
Although
you weren't dead to start off with.
I don't think he came back as angry as I did.
I know something about that. It was not entertaining.
And Madalena's kind of looks toward Oswin and says, "You know some things about more than you let on." And she's going to spend a genius point to do sight beyond sight. To first figure out that I know this, but she's going to use it to figure out he's immortal. And then, but I do want to know, what do they seek? Like, what is his purpose here?
Okay. Is there a roll that you need to make, or
no? That's just an enacted plan. That's the GM is following questions about any one person of your choice. They must answer truthfully. Yeah, there's no nothing for that. I just know it.
okay? So let me.
Is this out loud or just in your head?
The thing I said to you, you know more about that than. But as far as the things I know, it's just in my head.
Okay.
The questions I want to ask, and then I know the answers.
Okay, so he is an immortal, and whatever that means, you don't necessarily know, but you know that he has lived multiple lifetimes in this body. So he is very old, much older than what he appears to be.
Got it.
And then what was the other question?
What does he seek?
What does he seek?
As in, what is he here for?
What do you seek, Oswin?
Yeah. I'm a wanderer until I find someone else like me.
Okay. And so as she walks forward and says the thing about you know more about some things than you let on, she says, "You have lived more lives than any of us. And you seek others like yourself. Is this not so?
And make an intelligence check, Madalena.
Yep. Oh, I was looking for it on the long list. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. That's the one. Oh, it's a saving throw. The +4 is a saving throw, right? And I use the +2 on the left.
On the left, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure.
Is Leonora like him?
Yeah. And so, in thinking about that, she kind of looks back and forth at both of them and says, I am not sure, but if you seek others who may be like you, then my friend may need your help. And then points to Leonora.
We are not alike.
You know this.
I'm positive.
Leonora kind of looks at him, at Oswin, and she says, "You, I feel like there's much life in, whereas me, there's only death. We are different."
And yet
Like
I
I
cannot and yet I cannot shake the sense that you can help, she says to Oswin.
What is it you want me to help with?
She kind of huffs and says, vengeance for my friend, of course. There is no way all of us were brought here on this night simply to save me, when my friend who should be dead now walks back among us. Whatever we can do to help her rest, I think we must do.
So you two know each other.
You could say this. What she wears, this is something I made for her.
I'll kind of do a little dance and twirl with the cat in my arms.
I have many patrons who come seek the clothes that I make. This project was special. I felt like she was special. I did not know why, but I wanted to do this one myself. I spent more time than I have on other projects on this for her. I don't know that we are friends, but I felt something when she passed. And to have her here again, well, I don't know, but I know I must help.
Chris, given her stature, would I know who she is?
Who Madalena
Leonora.
is? Or Leonora?
Or would whichever one of the seamstresses I'm getting
Madalena,
confused.
yeah.
Yeah, Madalena.
Madalena.
Yeah, I'm a dancer.
Yeah.
You could potentially make. Let's see here. How about a streetwise roll? Hey,
I know who she
Holy
is.
shit. I think he knows.
Yeah, and I think that probably her reputation kind of precedes her with you,
And I know that she does commission work for the Borgias too, correct?
you know, she will work for whoever pays.
Okay.
Yeah, but I will say though that there is probably some knowledge with the roll that you got, with it being a natural 20. Number one, where she came from, which would have been the dregs. And then how one interaction with the Borgia kind of put her into the position of being
Right.
able to
Okay.
make more money and to be able to carouse with the elite and provide her services to them. And then rumors began to swell about how she was able to do that. And she may have made some mistakes along the way and read a couple of fortunes here and there, and maybe read fortunes for people that talked about it, and then that got passed around. So the speculation about her potentially being a witch of some sort is probably knowledgeable to you with the role
Gotcha.
that you
Gotcha. I'll just look and go, ah, so you're the seamstress witch I've heard so much about.
And she spits at first on the ground and like "Phew," and says, "Not a witch. Thank you. I'm glad you've heard of me."
And real quick, Sean, I wasn't ignoring you, sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm curious about what Oswin does and does not know. Does he have this fuzzy feeling about everybody, or is that not in the case?
In the case that you are in right now, there's no knowledge this is the first meeting. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Pardo, please tell me about your flying contraption.
Oh, oh yes. Well, I seem to have a bit of a knack for the mechanical. I have a good friend that I have become very close with over recent years by the name of Leonardo. I actually named my little friend here after him, Leonardo. Da Vinci is his name. I'm sure you have probably heard of him. He's an inventor and an artist in his own right. And sometimes he dreams a little bit beyond his ability. And when he does so, I happen to get some of the drawings that he passes on. And my little Leonardo here is, well, something that my good friend dreamed up in one of his many fever dreams, and I've been able to make it a bit of a reality. So, thank you for noticing.
I am familiar with Leonardo. I've heard of him at least. Pretty impressive.
As have I.
I've never seen this before.
Well, he's a brilliant man, and he thinks well beyond his years. But I think he lacks a little bit of the know-how to make some of it come to fruition. But that's where I come in.
And we are very happy that you did, but I wonder, why were you at the cemetery on this evening?
Oh, well, I happen to be sitting on it, actually. This is another one of my creations, not something that I worked on with Leonardo. It's something of my own design. My good friend Alfonso, the undertaker here, he is, as you could see, getting on in years and doesn't have the strength that he used to have. And he does most of the burial work here himself. And, well, he needed a little bit of a contraption to help him lower the coffins into the ground when he digs a grave. And this is a little something that I've come up with the levers and pulleys. You can set a coffin inside and then turn this crank, and he gets off and he starts turning the crank, and you see the pulleys begin to slowly like lift and pull up. And he says, and then you can take it down and put it back down into the grave. And all it takes is the strength of one man. You don't need 4 or 5 men to lower a coffin into the grave with this little contraption. It's still a work in progress, but I think we're making some headway.
And her face doesn't show it, but she says, "You are very clever, sir."
Well, I do attempt to put my abilities to good use whenever I can.
Leonora says, "And what of you, my avenging angel?" And she kind of looks over to Clint. Dropping out of the sky with a flaming sword?
What of me?
Surely the gods have sent you.
Nothing sent me other than my curiosity, my dear. I had heard about your unfortunate demise and happened to be out for a stroll when I saw the guards hastily shuffling towards the cemetery, so I decided to follow. And that is all.
Fate is smiling upon us.
Yes,
After being so very, very cruel.
I would agree.
Your outlook on life is rather intriguing after what you've been through.
Yeah, she was mainly talking to the cat when she said that. Like, she kind of momentarily forgot that you guys were all there. And she looks up again. So will you help me? To everyone.
Well, I actually have nothing better to do.
You will find that I will always defend the weak against the powerful.
Madeline says, "Of course we will help, my friend. Of course."
Thank you.
I would hardly call Leonora weak, but I do understand what you're saying.
Let's just say, any chance I get to cause any hardship or pain for anyone associated with the Borgias, I'm quite ready for the go.
Osman finishes cleaning the blood off of his blade, puts it back in the scabbard. Sheath.
Might I
whichever one it is.
take a look at your blade for a second, sir?
He pulls it out with like quickness and flips it around and hands it to him with the blade in his hand.
Do I recognize it as anything?
What do you think, Oswin? You got it in Rome, correct?
Yes, got it in Rome, and it would be fancy by design. That would really only be made for elite people, like in the guards or in the anyone who does like fencing or whatever would be some of those people. But nobles are a little bit higher, that kind of stuff.
Is it a fairly modern blade or is it an older?
It's a modern blade, in 14, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Modern for the time.
Yes.
Hand it back.
You'll take it back, put it in its sheath. You'll start cleaning the blood off of everywhere else, if there's any.
Well, it does seem as though fate has brought us together. This-
So, I'm sorry. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No,
You go ahead.
please.
No, you go ahead.
The mention of this book certainly has me intrigued as well. A book of magic, you say?
Yes.
What does this magic book do? Do you know?
I know. That's this.
I think that the only thing that you noticed from the book in just handling it is
It glows.
the pages have a very faint kind of luminescence to them that has like a little bit of a bluish kind of glow to the pages when you open the book.
Yeah, the clan elders regarded it very highly. Decided we should keep it secret and safe. It seems to harbor great power. That is all I know.
Sounds like we might be able to, or might have to go and check and see if it's still there.
And you said that you relieved this book of someone that didn't need it. Who did you take it from?
It was acquired during a performance. The Borgia family's residence. One of my family members acquired it from them, from the place, and we didn't realize they had it until we had gotten back to our camp. And then realizing what we had, immediately kind of, try to keep it secret and scatter, but you know, love is a double-edged sword. And one of my clan members fell for the wrong person and betrayed us all. But they did not get the book back.
But do you think they are looking for it?
Most assuredly. Although there would be no one left to tell them anything, I believe. Unless the Ginocchio is still around. She kind of looks over to Madalena. Do you know if that treacherous swine still lives?
Is that something I would have knowledge of, Chris?
You can make it streetwise.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think I know.
Those are great.
Yeah, now we're rolling good.
You certainly know who Ginocchio is, and he was a fairly new addition to the Romani family. He's related in some way, and when they came here to Florence, he kind of ingratiated himself into the family. And there was a woman that kind of came along with him that very shortly after the family kind of brought them in, he asked to be married to this woman.
Okay.
And in the time after the hanging, do you think you would have actually been present at the execution?
Yeah, the word, I feel like in that time period, executions were a pretty big deal. Word probably got around, and once I heard that it was, a Romani member or, possibly a gypsy or whatever, I think, no, there's no way. And then, of course, would have gone down to see him and so yeah, I think she would have been there, or at least, would have used clairvoyance to put herself there, where she, maybe not out in the crowd, but one way or another, she witnessed that hanging.
Okay. So this woman was known as Alicia. And at the hanging, Ginocchio was not there at the hanging.
Okay.
But his wife, Alicia, was. You saw her there. But you kind of had to do a little bit of a double take to even realize that it was her, because she was not dressed as a typical Romani gypsy woman.
Right.
She was dressed in Italian finery, and looked very wealthy. And so you found that to be rather odd, and the fact that they rounded everybody up in the family, and neither Ginocchio or this woman were rounded up, and the fact that this woman was actually in the crowd, certainly raises some questions. Now, Ginocchio, after he kind of skirted being caught, has now been rumored to have ingratiated himself into the Thieves Guild here in town, and runs with that crew.
Okay. All right. So, with that information, when he asks, I say, I do not know for sure, but I expect so. I've heard rumblings from some contacts that I have who've worked with the Thieves Guild, and it seems our Ginocchio may be among their ranks.
Oh, with those amateurs.
Traitor's bastard. Okay, first things first. First, we need to see if the book is safe. and secure, and then we should find that traitorous bastard and his bitch wife.
And Bathsheba, your cat, says, "You took the words right out of my mouth."
Yes.
Do we hear that? Or just
Nope.
her?
Just
Okay.
her. Yeah.
Gotcha. That's what I thought. Well, whatever we do, I do suggest we do it tomorrow. There are a few of us that need a little rest.
That is fine.
Leonora, you probably shouldn't be seen. Perhaps, and then she looks down, kind of around. If there is any spare cloth in this space, that's what she'll use. If not, she'll just kind of like rip a hem, rip a bit off her dress, like a pretty long bit, and it's meant for Leonora to be able to like tie around her head, like shawl, or to kind of keep her face hidden. And I hand that to her and I say, you can stay with me at my palazzo.
She was like, "It's fine." She has like a blue scarf.
Okay, she's got that. Okay.
And then she also kind of, from a little satchel, pulls out like a little masquerade mask, and she's like, "I can don this when need be."
Yes, this is good. This should at least get us to my place.
Well,
I have a few things that I must take care of before we set track tomorrow morning. Where should I meet you?
And Madalena offers up she says, my palazzo is full of other seamstresses, and customers consistently come in and out. You could potentially meet at my house. We can go to the basement. Only Alessandra and I go down there.
That is fine.
It's along the Arno. You won't be able to miss it.
I will certainly be able to find it.
And then she turns to Pardo and says, "You will come too, yes, and bring your flying contraption?"
oh well, this is exciting. So, yes, yes, I believe that you could count me and Leo in.
And she says, good. Tomorrow evening, 6 o'clock bell.
Indeed.
Well, certainly was fun tonight, boys.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, good
definitely.
That was
Thanks
a
for
hell of
almost
a battle.
killing us. Yeah, thanks for almost
Yeah,
killing
no
us in the
kidding.
first battle, Tyner.
Do you want to
Right.
go to the casino and roll craps for a little bit
Yeah,
with me by
really.
chance?
Boy, if they're still open tonight, I'm just going to go on ahead and go.
You might as well.
All right. Well, good
All
night,
right.
guys. Thanks for
Good
playing.
night, guys.
Yep.
See you in a
Nice.
couple
All right.
weeks. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.